Hello friends, welcome to the video. So friends, as promised in the earlier video, today we'll be creating our first React app from scratch, and also I'll be explaining you the project structure of a React app. Okay, so without any further ado, let's begin. So before creating the React app, let me tell you that there are two ways of creating a React app. The first and the older way was to create using npx create react app. But nowadays, Vite is being preferred for creating React projects. So what is Vite? Vite is a modern build tool which is used to increase the rate of software development by providing lesser build times. Uh, and also there are many other advantages of using Vite, but which is out of scope for this video. You can learn them by on Google. Okay, so let's start. So for creating a React app, first you have to go to the folder inside which you want your React app to be placed. So in my case, I am in the understanding React folder in which I want to place my React app. Okay, so the command is npm create Vite at the rate latest. So what does this do is this creates this creates a React app by using the latest version available at that time, for latest version of Vite available at that time. Okay, so let's hit enter. Now it is asking for the project name. We want to name our project. So let me name it first React app. Okay, and now package name. So let's leave the package name as it is, that is first React app. You can change it if you want. Now we have to select from the list of available options. So now I am using React, so let's just use React. Okay, and now it is asking whether you want to use TypeScript or JavaScript, but we will be using JavaScript. Okay, JavaScript. So now the project is half created. Now we have to go to the folder, go to our project using cd first React app. Okay, cd. Okay, now we are inside our React project. Okay, now we have to install the dependencies which are required to create our project by using npm install. Okay, now hit enter. Now this will take a while to install all the dependencies. So let's wait for that to complete. Okay, so our project is created. Now what we have to do, we have to use npm run dev to start our project. Okay, and now you have to control plus click on the link provided by it. Okay, so our project is created and this is the default page provided by Vite and React project. But we have to change it. We will do it later. For now, let's understand the project structure of our React app. So the first folder is node modules. So this folder contains all the node modules which are required to create our React app. Okay, and this is the public folder. Inside the public folder, we place all the assets that we use inside our project. For example, images and fonts, etc. are placed inside the public folder. Okay, here Vite.spg. Now, now comes the src folder. The src is the folder in which we will be working. So every component that we place inside this. Okay, okay. Now git ignore. So git ignore is the folder in which we want to place those which we don't want to use in our version control, which that is git. So we place environment variables, API keys, git ignore in the git ignore. Committed. Okay, and ESLint is something that we don't need to understand in this video. This for the simplicity. Okay, now this is the entry point of our React app. So all the project, the app, the React app which is created is being inserted inside of that div which is named as. Okay, okay. So let me explain you in a bit more detail. Okay, so inside src we have the assets folder. So assets folder, inside also we place static assets like images which we want to use in our app. Okay, and now first let's understand about main.jsx. So main.jsx is using document.getElementById root. So and root, where we have defined root, we, here we have provided the id root to this div. So all the React app which we will be creating, everything will be inserted inside this div. So this is the entry point, this HTML head, and this will function as the entry point of our application. Okay, now main.jsx is discussed. Index.css, this folder uh, provides the css, global css, which we want to use throughout our project. And app.css is also used for styling, but the css which we defined here are used inside of the app component. And what is app component? It is the root component of the React project. Okay, so now app.csx and index.css are discussed. Main.jsx, we have seen that the in app.jsx, this app is also a component and it is the root component of a React project. Okay, so this app component is placed inside of the main.jsx. This is the root component, and whatever component that we will be creating, we will be placing it inside of the app component. Okay, so in that app.jsx, we will remove all these and we will be inserting here our own components that we will be creating. Like in the first video created, I created many components, and there were components under components. So the root component, the every component we inserted inside of the inside of the app.jsx, and the app.jsx became the root component of the folder, and that app.jsx is used inside the main.jsx. So main.jsx uh, is the is the file that calls the app component. Okay, and main.jsx is the entry point, is the point where we define our create our React project, and that main.jsx is used inside index.html. Now package lock.json and package.json, they contain the scripts and other dependencies which are being used inside of our React project. So whenever in our application, if we use some other dependency that we want to use in our project, this will be listed here. Okay, so this provides a list and doesn't provide the code. This provides the list of dependencies that are there in our project, and the node modules provide the actual code for those dependencies. So I hope you understand that. Okay, and viteconfig.js, it is a configuration file for Vite, the build tool which we are using. So but discussing it in more detail is out of scope for this video. Okay, So we have understood the project structure of a basic React app, and the components we'll be creating, we'll be placing it inside. Okay. Okay, so that's it for this video. In the next video, we'll be creating our first component from scratch. That in the earlier video, I have created a component and I have uh, told you about props and props passing everything. Now we'll be discussing those in detail in the next video. So till then, keep learning and keep hustling. And so till then, keep learning and keep hustling.